Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Esther and I am the leader of Esther, Lormil and Friends.
Hallelujah, Jesus. How many people just want to be set free today? Oh, come on and lift up your hands and say, Lord, set me free. Hallelujah.
Well, I fell in love with singing growing up in the church. My father was a pastor, the late Reverend Roger Lormil, and I grew up around singing. I have siblings that sang, my sisters, my brothers, everyone was singing. We always sang in the house, and we always had music in the house because my father was also a musician. And, it was something that was really, I just was in me, I was born with the love of singing. So I don't think it was a particular time that I fell in love with it, but it was just being around it. Singing and music was my life and still is my life. So at a very young age, I just always loved singing. Well, my vision for the music ministry is to reach beyond the four walls of the church. It is to reach people from different cultures, different backgrounds, not to stay within the church walls. And what I mean by that is when you think about missions, when people, do missions, they go to different parts of the world and they do not stay within the church. They reach to different kinds of people, whether you're white, you're black, you're Asian, whatever background you're from. I want my music ministry to reach beyond the four walls and reach different kinds of people. And not only reach them, but encourage them when they hear it, that there's an impact on their lives and there's a life-changing experience that they receive from hearing the music. So definitely that's my vision for my music ministry. Well, balancing being a teacher, a mother, a wife, a music ministry, it really, really isn't easy. However, what makes the load much lighter is having the support of family and friends and community, which is very, very important. I have a wonderful husband that's so supportive, and anytime I just need a moment or a break, he's always there. And I think that's very, very important, that as a wife, you have, a husband that supports you, and you have family and friends that support you in community. You can call on your friends. Again, it's not easy. It really isn't easy. It's very rough, but having that support system makes the load much lighter. Well, the advice I would give to my younger self is to remain focused and just, focused on the things of God, not the things of the world. When I was younger, there were times when, I was just looking here and there and everywhere and try to find my purpose in life and trying to find myself in many different things. But, I would tell my younger self, just focus on the things of God first, and everything that you need will be added. As long as you focus and spend time with God and focus, on praying and reading your word and just, focus on the things of God. That's the most important thing I would tell my younger self. And as you do that, you will see things in life will just begin to unfold and things will just, fall into place instead of running all over the place. And then I would also probably tell my younger self how to create the iPhone, maybe, or something. For someone that's starting ministry, my advice to you would be do it for the right reasons. The purpose behind your reason for starting the ministry, purpose is always important. If your reason is to get on stage or so people can know your name, or you're doing it so that because everyone else has a ministry, or everyone else is playing, or everyone else is singing, everyone else is preaching, and you just say, you know what, I want to do it too, but yet, the purpose isn't to glorify God or that God would get the glory, then that's a problem. It's really, really important that you have the right intentions. If you have the wrong intentions, and what I mean by right intentions, meaning that none of the glory within the ministry comes to you. I've been in ministry for about 20 years, and my ministry has been consistent for 20 years. It hasn't been on standstill or on hold. We've been out singing all over, traveled all over within 20 years, and it's been consistent. I have people that are with me that started 20 years ago, and they're still with me. And the reason why it's like that is because I don't draw people to me, but people are drawn to God. If you make sure that you put God first, and he is what will draw the people. If you don't put yourself, you move yourself away and you hide yourself behind the cross, then your ministry definitely will stand. Do it for the right intentions. Do it for the right purpose. Don't do it so that you can get the glory, so that your name could be out there. Do not start a ministry because everyone else has a ministry. Don't start playing because everyone else is playing. Make sure that this is a part of your purpose. This is what you've been called to do, and that you do it so that God can get all the glory. And your ministry will stand. It will last. It will stand. And as long as you put God first, as I always say, put God first, and every single thing else will be added. So I just want to encourage all of you guys that are starting new ministries to make sure that you seek God first. Make sure that it's not about you. Make sure that it's all about Jesus. All about Jesus. In your music, in your writing, when you're on stage, everything points back to God, because God has to get the glory first. At all times, God has to get the glory. So that's why I would encourage you guys to do that.
We're here to bless your holy name. Listen, that again. Say you didn't have to do it. Yes, Lord. But you did it.
And we are super excited. My musicians, my singers, the entire ministry, our staff, Final Destination Music Group, which is our FDMG management, our management team. I mean, everyone has been working so hard on this project, and we are so excited that it's coming out. We know that it's going to be a blessing, and it's going to be an encouragement, and it's going to help so many people that hear the music that's on this project. We have different musicians, different producers that has worked on this project, different singers that's worked on this project. We've been working out of FDMG Lab. That's our music studio, and I mean, we've been cooking a lot of things. And one thing I have to say is that it's been a couple of years. It's been a work in progress. It took a while to actually get to this point, but we never gave up despite of the hardships, despite of, having to deal with a hurricane, Hurricane Sandy that took out our project originally, and then having to go back into the studio and recording again. It was really, really difficult, but we're here and we made it, and we're so excited. So you have to get this project.
Listen to this. You're the wall that keeps me from falling. You're the very air I breathe. You're the life that keeps me from dying.
Okay, so you can find Esther Lormil and Friends. If you type Esther Lormil and Friends on Facebook, you can find us. And please make sure that you follow us, okay? And when you follow us, you'll be able to see all of the things that we're doing. On Instagram, we're at Esther Lormil on Instagram. And then also you can find us on youtube.com/Esther Lormil and Friends. And if you want to email us, you can email us at booking@fdmusicgroupinc.com. So please make sure you follow us. Make sure you share our videos, our YouTube videos. Follow us on Instagram and say hi. Say hi, we're your new followers, and we'll be so excited to share all of our information.
We give that to you, God. Come on, say it. All that I have, say it. Come on, say I surrender my heart and soul. My life, it all belongs to you. Come on, say my praise and worship. My praise and worship. Come on and just wave your hands like if you know that your praise and worship belongs to the Lord? Hallelujah. Come on, sing with us. Say, all that I have, say. I surrender my heart and soul. My life, it all belongs to you, God. My praise and worship, it doesn't belong to anybody else but you, Jesus. And this is my favorite part. It says, I will lift